I do have to say I've been craving this game quite a lot. Lord Drool.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
So, we discovered from a part later on that the slave uprising is by design. The slaves are trying to... the slaves were released by my own Sith Master, so they can cause a uprising. However, it seems we're losing control a little bit.
I wasn't aware there was a slave revolt going on.
Very soon there won't be. You can assist me in ending it. Situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
What can these renegade slaves possibly provide you?
Test subjects, of course. A means of perfecting my techniques. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
That sounds worthwhile.
Yes. Cowing the masses is a complex art. It requires a great deal of fine-tuning. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slaves' water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. Work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
I prefer to deal death more directly to my opponents.
My methods extend well beyond the lightsaber's reach, my friend. Expand your horizons. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Now that is quite a inhumane quest. We are on the dark side, however.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
I'm helping him put down the slave revolt.
Do you truly understand what he's asked you to do? What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
I'm sure Lord Drow wouldn't appreciate these comments.
Don't get me wrong, Lord Drow is very good at what he does, but he lets his personal bents impede our efficiency. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
How very unfortunate.
I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm looking for an ally. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
Let's end this revolt efficiently and kill off these renegades.
Wonderful. It's the right thing for everyone. Well, almost everyone. I'll give you a maximum dose of Quell toxin. Inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems and see Lord Drow afterward.
This quest truly is a moral conundrum. Well, isn't this fun? Performing genocide. Thank you very much. Here, tanky, tanky, tanky. Where you at, son? Well, I found the tank. And the tank is done for. One more quest completed. Toxin quest. Destroying water tanks and replacing some of them with poison
I don't
tanks.
understand why it didn't work. I was meticulous with my measurements. Those slaves must be more fragile than I thought. The Quellu put in their water supply is killing them outright.
It pains me to hear that.
It's simply infuriating. All that careful planning for nothing. All my research is now useless. Oh well. You did as I asked, and your payment was not contingent on the results. Here, take your credits and go. I have a great deal of thinking to do.
Too bad I can't just outright remove this dude from the face of the planet.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
You've been observing them. Give me your best guess.
I don't really know. Who can fathom the mind of a slave? We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
I'll return when I've discovered more.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Just goes to show that mankind is just a tribalistic being. The rebels have started to rebel against each other.
Hey, my lord, right? Not sure about my propers with you folks. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
I have to say he does look pretty cool. Not a character I would play as, but... And he's also very smooth talking. I like that.
I have a few moments I can spare.
So Darth Valron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice Lord Ket wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
I assume you weren't hired to tell tourists the fascinating tale of the slave rebellion.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
For what seems to be an active war zone, the music in this area is way too creepy. I have to say, it could be better. Explosives found. Recovered the explosive. Okay. Is this the explosive? Let's go. Get out of the red circle. Yeah? Yes. Could be glitched. Oh, that's a shame. That's what I was wondering. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, was that it?
Fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
Oh yeah. I think it glitched temporarily. Thanks a lot, Rafellos, in the chat. That's a slave cultist. When it says search. Let's look for some clues. So the cutthroats and the cultists do not count towards the squashing the rebellion quest. It's rather unfortunately who was this? Activate the beacon.
You are not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
What is this? Are you the one behind the killings?
I am Traka Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
Some elaboration is required.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
You may have potential, but are you strong in the Force?
My strength is in my fists. But the Force has guided me here. And it has guided you. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
You're nothing but a murderer. What you're doing is disgusting.
My lord, how can you say this? All we've done, the blood we've spilled, it has all been for you. Tell us then, how else may we achieve true strength and respect of the Sith?
I'm not the one to teach you, but learn the Sith ways before fighting.
But we believed. I believed. I will spread your message to the others. We will do as you say.
Okay. That it?
It's good to see you back. I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
They were crazy. They thought they were Sith.
What? The arrogance! We'll make sure their delusional heresies don't spread. I talked to my superiors while you were gone, and they agreed to compensate you for your work. So, here. More credits than I make in a week. I'd ask you to stick around in case the slaves cause more trouble, but I suppose you have other responsibilities.
I have to say this right now about this quest. It's as if the people that make Star Wars TV shows right now are a bit like these rebel slaves. They're taking solace in the Sith, and they don't realize they're not actually designed to be Sith.
It would have been nice to put an end to this rebellion.
We'll find another way to put those animals down. If the uprising gets out of control, one quick orbital strike will always solve it. Good luck to you then, and thank you again.
Did you just say one big orbital strike? What the hell is alacrity? Alacrity. Commander Pritch, I have found the captain's log.
My lord, you're back. Did you find sufficient proof that the slave captains are selling their people back into slavery?
The slave captains kept logbooks.
Most impressive, my lord. I can see why Lord Barris has such faith in you. Now I can threaten to expose the truth. If the slave captains don't want to be torn limb from limb, they'll stop blackmailing Lord Barris. I must stay, my lord. It's been inspiring watching you work.
You've been very helpful, Commander.
Thank you, Lord. I'm pleased to hear that. I'll inform Lord Barris that the situation has been handled.
Didn't quite work out. But yeah, local small stores. I think they're the lifeblood of the city.
I don't care what you do. Break my bones, burn my flesh. I'll tell you nothing.
I will not be denied.
Go spit, you monster!
I didn't know bodies could bend like that. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Spare yourself. You shouldn't have to see this.
Ah, apprentice, you've returned. Commander Pritch confirmed that the slaves have been silenced. Good. I'm still trying to extract the information I crave from this Republic agent. He is much more resilient than anticipated.
I'm interested in helping.
All I require is time. Just leave me to my work. I have another important task for you. It involves a renegade Sith Lord named Grathan, a particularly bothersome thorn in my side. Meet with my apprentice, Drykel Ball. He's my covert operative in Grathan's compound. Ball claims to have made a key discovery.
Claims to have made a key discovery. What did you find?
Do you know the nature of this discovery?
Ball only communicates in predetermined signals. He was to find Gratham's exploitable weakness, and today he sent the success signal. Gratham's presence is useful to me, so I don't want him killed, just crippled. Find out what Ball has discovered, and do exactly as he instructs.
Too bad. I would love to kill a Sith Lord.
No doubt someday you will have your chance to try, one way or another. Now then, Republic wretch, where were we? Oh, yes. Tell me what I wish to know.
Alright, that oh yes was a bit too passionate, to be honest. Lord Barris is enjoying this a bit too much. I wonder if there's a PvP console that I can access here. I think it was activities. Then I click PvP. War zones and arena. So let's join these two queues. It is Friday, so well, that didn't take too long. Let's see how well we can do in this. This is the arena. So it's 4 versus 4. Now these cats are about to be very disappointed. I do not hold a very good record in playing PvP mode. already switched to you know what mode. I see the enemies there. So I've got Ridos. I see a sign on that enemy. I can only assume that that's the person we are going to aim to kill. Ooh, that is some amazing looking force powers. Suffice to say, our team is losing right now. It probably doesn't help that I spent all that time not looking what my new skills do. Interrupts in action, deals damage. I wonder if we can do something here to defeat these scum.
Time for another round. Time for pain.
Now I wonder how long these arena matches actually last. Now the music here is actually quite tense. Unusually tense if you ask me. Okay, so I think the gunner is quite possibly I'm gonna try spamming I have a kill. I just had my first kill. Let's go. Well, who's the next one? I see this guy. This tank's about to die. There you go. I got my second kill. Nice. Okay, one of my dogs is down. Probably should have stayed with the team there instead of trying to be sneaky. It's not exactly paintball. I got 2 kills though. That was quite impressive for me.
Bravo! That rotworm was born to kill frog dogs. That round belongs to the rotworms. Kurata thanks you for your brutality. Play again sometime.
So that's the end of that. Looks like. Nice. Well, that was an interesting experience to say the least. Question is, how do I get out of here now?